Hello, my name is Sarah, and I am 32 years old. I am a proud homemaker, dedicated to creating a warm and nurturing environment for my family. My family consists of my loving husband, Ben, and our two adorable children, Ethan and Mia. Ben is a doctor, working long hours to help others, while I take care of everything at home to ensure our family stays happy and balanced. My days are busy, but they are also incredibly fulfilling because every task I do is for the ones I love. My day begins at 5:30 a.m. sharp when my alarm rings, cutting through the early morning silence. It's always a bit tempting to hit snooze, but I remind myself that this is my time to prepare for a smooth day. I stretch my arms, take a deep breath, and step out of bed. The house is still quiet, and the air feels fresh, giving me a peaceful moment before the day begins. I head to the bathroom to freshen up. Washing my face with cool water instantly wakes me up and gives me a burst of energy. I brush my teeth and comb my hair, staring into the mirror and smiling at the thought of all the little joys the day will bring. Once ready, I step into the kitchen where the real work begins. By 6 a.m., the smell of fresh coffee fills the air as I prepare breakfast for my family. Scrambled eggs, toast, and orange juice are staples at our table, with Ben's special cup of black coffee brewing in the corner. I hum softly to myself as I set the plates and cups, imagining the smiles on my children's faces when they come down for breakfast. At 6:30 a.m., Ethan and Mia shuffle into the kitchen, still rubbing the sleep from their eyes. Ethan, my 7-year-old, sits at the table and immediately begins chatting about his favorite video game, while Mia, my 4-year-old, holds up her latest drawing for me to admire. Ben, ever the early riser, kisses us goodbye at 7 a.m. and heads to the hospital. We wave him off with smiles and wishes for a good day. After breakfast, it's time to get the children ready for the day. Ethan is old enough to dress himself, and he proudly picks out his neatly pressed school uniform. Mia, on the other hand, insists on wearing her favorite pink dress. "It's my lucky dress, Mommy," she says every time. I help her tie her shoes, and she gives me a big grin in return. By 7:30 a.m., we're out the door. The walk to Ethan's school is short, but it's always filled with lively conversation. He tells me about his plans to ace his math test, and I encourage him with a gentle pat on the back. After dropping him off, Mia and I head to her preschool. She holds my hand tightly, swinging it as she talks excitedly about the new storybooks her teacher promised to read today. Once Mia is safely at preschool, I return home to a much quieter house. This is my time to tidy up and take care of the little things that keep our home running smoothly. I start in the living room, dusting the shelves and wiping down the coffee table. Next, I clean the windows, letting the sunlight pour in, making the room feel warm and inviting. At 10 a.m., I grab my grocery list and head to the nearby store. Shopping is one of my favorite chores because it feels like I'm gathering little pieces of love to nourish my family. I carefully select fresh fruits, crisp vegetables, and staples like bread and milk. I even pick up a treat, chocolate cookies, for Ethan and Mia to enjoy later. By 11:30 a.m., I'm back home, unpacking the groceries and organizing the kitchen. At noon, I begin preparing lunch. Today's menu is spaghetti with homemade tomato sauce and garlic bread. I chop fresh tomatoes and basil, stirring the sauce until it's just right. The aroma fills the kitchen, and I can already imagine the kids digging in enthusiastically. At 12:30 p.m., I pick up Ethan and Mia from school. They burst through the door, their faces alight with excitement. Ethan can't wait to share his latest science experiment, while Mia eagerly tells me about a new friend she made. We sit down at the table together, eating and laughing as we exchange stories. After lunch, I clean up the kitchen, wiping down the counters and washing the dishes. By 2 p.m., it's time for Mia's nap. I read her a story. Her favorite is about a brave little dragon, and she falls asleep clutching her stuffed bunny. Ethan spends this time drawing pictures of dinosaurs, his latest obsession. At 4:30 p.m., Ben returns home from work, and the kids rush to greet him with hugs. We sit together for a quick snack, cookies and milk for the kids, and a cup of tea for me. It's a moment of calm before the evening activities begin. Ethan's homework takes priority, and I sit with him at the dining table, helping him solve tricky math problems. Mia sits nearby, happily coloring in her princess book. I feel a sense of pride watching them work so hard and grow each day. By 6 p.m., I'm back in the kitchen preparing dinner. Tonight, it's baked chicken with mashed potatoes and steamed vegetables. The house fills with the delicious smell of home-cooked food, and I can hear Ethan and Mia giggling in the living room as Ben tells them one of his silly stories. At 6:30 p.m., we all sit down for dinner. It's a cherished tradition in our family to share the highlights of our day during meals. Ethan proudly announces that he got a gold star on his science project, and Mia describes her preschool games in vivid detail. Ben tells us about a patient who thanked him with a heartfelt letter, and we all feel grateful for the good moments in life. After dinner, the kids get ready for bed. Ethan brushes his teeth and heads to his room to read, while Mia insists on one more bedtime story. I read to her about a magical forest, and her eyes grow heavy as she listens. By 8:30 p.m., both children are sound asleep, their peaceful faces a reminder of why I cherish this life so much. Ben and I finally get a moment to ourselves. We sit on the couch, watching a favorite show, or simply talking about our plans for the future. It's a quiet but meaningful time that helps us reconnect after a busy day. By 10 p.m., I'm in bed, reflecting on the day. My body feels tired, but my heart is full. Being a homemaker is no easy task, but the love and happiness I see in my family make it all worthwhile. Every day in my life as a homemaker is busy, but it's also filled with purpose and joy. From the early morning rush to the quiet moments before bed, each task I do is a way to show my love for my family. It's not always perfect, and there are challenges, but the laughter, the hugs, and the little moments of connection make it all worth it. This is my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Being a homemaker isn't just a job, it's a privilege, one I'm grateful for every single day. As I lay down at the end of another busy but fulfilling day, I reflect on the small joys and meaningful moments that make this life so special. Every meal I prepare, every story I read, and every conversation I share with my family adds to the love we build together. But I know I'm not alone in this journey, and there are so many others who pour their hearts into creating a better life for their loved ones. What about you? Do you have a daily routine that brings you joy? Are there moments in your life that make all the effort worth it? Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences and what inspires you every day. If this story resonated with you or reminded you of someone you know, share it with them. Let's celebrate the quiet, beautiful work of parents, homemakers, and caregivers everywhere. And if you'd like to see more heartfelt stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Your support helps us share stories that matter. Together, let's find the beauty in the everyday. What's one small thing you're grateful for today? Let us know. It might just inspire someone else.